Hello and welcome to Warriors Weekly, a show in which we go page by page of every single book in Warriors series and discuss each named character that appears in the story, while drawing them. The subject of today's video is the one, the only, the cat, the legend, Bluestar. From the very first scene in the prologue, when she appears, Bluestar is portrayed as this great, wise, old leader and mentor figure. Just look at her description given. Muzzle silver with age? Not just silver, silver with age. Because she is this wise sage who ruled her clan for many seasons. And notice, silver with age, not grey with age. Because when you read grey with age, you think Purdy. When you read silver with age, you think Bluestar! However, even though the books from the very beginning set up Bluestar as this wise old leader, some of her decisions caused some controversy. For example, the one about not giving Firepaw a mentor straight away, and instead making Lionheart and Tigerclaw mentor him together. Why would Bluestar do that? Well, because she planned on mentoring Firepaw from the very beginning. That's what her plan. But then, why wouldn't she do that straight away? Why waste all this time? Just remember how the rest of the clan reacted when it was announced that Rusty would be joining ThunderClan. Oh, what a big outrage it was. Just think what would happen if Bluestar decided to add salt to this wound and say that she's going to mentor the Skitty Pet. And at the same time, for Bluestar, it was very important to mentor Firepaw eventually. Why? Because the prophecy, she knew he was the cat connected to it. That's why she named him Firepaw. And so she came up with a plan. She allowed Rusty to join her clan. She didn't assign him a single mentor because she didn't trust anyone to mentor him properly outside herself. But first she needed to convince the clan that her mentoring Kitty Pet is not such an outrageous thing. That's why at first Firepaw stayed in the clan for several months, training under other warriors. And notice the exact moment when Bluestar announced that she's going to mentor him. It is after Firepaw broke Warrior Code, brought Yellowfang to the ThunderClan, and ThunderClan learned about how ShadowClan is dangerous. And so when Bluestar announced that she's going to mentor Firepaw, she doesn't say that, oh, I decided I will mentor this apprentice because I see so much promises in him. No, she tries to undermine this. She's like, oh, I'm going to mentor him to save the time because other cats are too busy. And even then, she doesn't go to mentor Firepaw straight away. Firstly, she announces that Firepaw won't be training at all for the next couple of weeks because he's punished and forced to take care of Yellowfang. And that is a very smart move, because if Firepaw would start training with Bluestar immediately, other apprentices would be extremely jealous. But now, when he's punished first and he has to do all these chores and not train at all, it lessens the pain. Notice that Dustbird and Sandstorm, when they are teasing Firepaw, they say nothing about him being Bluestar's apprentice. They concentrate on him having to take care of Yellowfang. And that's what the rest of the clan sees too. And that's why they accept the fact that Bluestar is going to mentor this former Kitty Pet, and not, for example, Sandstorm, who is the kid of Redtail, her previous deputy. This way, she can mentor Firepaw without causing the rest of the clan to question her. The only cat who catches on what happened is Tigerclaw, who voices his opinion but is shut down by Bluestar. When she decides that it's time to make Cinderheart and Brackenfur apprentices, even though they are not 6 months old, and even though they just fought Broken Star, who did exactly the same thing, Bluestar claims that she does it because these two kids are much bigger than their siblings and are ready to be apprentices. But the truth is, she wants Fireheart to be ready to become a deputy. Because Warrior Code states that a cat cannot become deputy if they had not yet had an apprentice. That way she ensures that if anything happens, she can make Fireheart her deputy as soon as possible and possibly help the prophecy to be fulfilled. However, other cats do not know about Bluestar's motivation. For example, Tigerclaw, who grows to see Bluestar as a weak leader and resent her. So even though Bluestar made all this decision to help the prophecy to come true, she also pushed Tigerclaw to snap and finally betray ThunderClan. So, what do you think? Do you believe my reasoning behind some of the more controversial of Bluestar's decision? Or do you agree with Tigerclaw that Bluestar was just a weak leader, probably weakened with age and already having dementia and making horrible, terrible decisions and breaking warrior code for no reason? Please write what you think about it in the comments. But that is all for today. See you again next week in another Warriors Weekly. Bye bye!